Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is the Ninch Movies, back again with, I believe, my third official, if I could hold up 3 fingers, third official VHS update of 2025. Got a decent stack here. I've just sort of been accumulating it. I could have done an update earlier. I actually purchased a collection that I still have yet to pick up, so whenever I get around to doing VHS update number 4, I presume that will be when I have the collection to show off. That will be like 50 plus titles. If you're new here, consider subscribing, like the video, let me know if you've seen any of the films that I show off today down below. All my actions are way off today. Let's just get straight into the update. So we'll start off with this small stack here, which I received just today. Shout out to the mother. She's always, keeping her eye out anytime she goes up shopping. Any tapes that I might not have, sometimes duplicates. We're not going to judge her. So the first one up is actually a dual pack VHS here. This is starring Kenneth Branagh and Matt Day. An extraordinary story of leadership, courage, and determination. This is an ABC video of Shackleton. Try and show that off for you guys. He seems to have purchased it for $2, $1 a tape more or less. What's it say here? In 1914, renowned explorer Ernest Shackleton sailed from Britain with a crew of 27 brave men aboard his ship, the Endurance. This is either a mini-series where they sort of go over the events, or it's a documentary sort of telling the tale. I'm not too sure. I'm going with mini-series here. Everything looks in full color, but once again, it could just be a documentary featuring reenactments. Have you guys seen Shackleton? Let me know down below. This is also a $2 tape here. This is actually, I know for a fact, a documentary. This is obviously not the Leonardo DiCaprio film. The text on the back here, I know I am recording on my iPad, but that is some of the worst text I've ever seen. Like, you can barely make out what the bio says here. Includes copies of Daily Express front pages on the 16th and the 17th of April 1912. This is also narrated by Robert Powell, if that means anything to anyone. It's only 52 minutes, so real breeze by. Keen to check it out. The next one up, I believe to be a duplicate. I'm not too sure, and if it is a recent duplicate, but this is the 30th anniversary tribute edition, they're calling it. Winner of the 1968 Academy Awards. Winner of 6. So it won 6 Academy Awards, my mistake, in 1968, including Best Picture. This is Oliver. A very famous film. I've definitely watched it when I was much younger. I feel like I would have had to have watched Oliver at some stage in its life. The very famous scene right there. But it's been a long time, due a revisit. And if this is a duplicate, no harm done because it's in great condition nonetheless. The next film up is starring Goldie Hawn. Honestly, I went through her filmography and I'm like, yeah, I know who Goldie Hawn is after I looked her up. I'm like, I do know her, but I don't know any of her films. So I don't really know why I know her as an actress if I don't know any of her standout films. This is pretty much the movie that broke her into the mainstream, I believe. And this is Private Benjamin. Great condition once again. I believe a war comedy. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time on this channel. Have you guys seen this film? I'm down for a war comedy. A female-led war comedy is sort of newer to me. I'm keen to check it out though. And finally get a Goldie Hawn film on my roster. The next one up is a spirited comedy from the director of City Slickers. His heart, their souls, it's a lot to put right in just a few hours. Robert Downey Jr., Charles Grodin, Kyra Sedgwick, Elizabeth Shue, God, there's some words that I didn't know that I couldn't pronounce until I start reading them out here. Tom Sizemore, David Paymer, and Alfred Woodard. And this is Heart and Souls. I do love me some Robert Downey Jr. This is obviously pre-Iron Man fame. I watched and reviewed a movie directed by, I believe, Jodie Foster, starring Robert Downey Jr. called Home for the Holidays. I think Jodie Foster directed it, but it is called Home for the Holidays nonetheless, and I really enjoyed him in the film. Keen to check this out. I know little about it. This one was $2 on the tape. It's in great condition. And the last one up from this first stack here, this is the widescreen edition. A Jerry Bruckheimer production and a Michael Bay film, and this is Ben Affleck in Pearl Harbor, which I actually watched, I believe, last year. Huge Ben Affleck fan. Huge fan of really everything he's done ever since the get-go. You guys know I love Kevin Smith. Good Will Hunting is my favorite film of all time. This is just a really good action love story. Heavily on the love story for a lot of the film, but yeah, I don't know. It's a fun watch. It's not my favorite war movie of all time, but it's a really cool sort of drawn out story. Think drawn out love war story. Think like Titanic. A lot of emphasis on this love story that, you know, wasn't really neither here nor there. But Pearl Harbor. And as I drop them everywhere, second stack here, let's go through it with actually a double feature here. I love getting double feature tapes, very unique. I believe someone told me that double feature tapes were more of a rarity back in the day. I think it was really sort of exclusive to video stores and they weren't really meant to be sold to the public. I heard something along the lines of that. But this is 2 movies on 1 cassette. We have a classic double feature here. Winner of 4 Academy Awards, including Best Feature, can't speak today. We have Jessica Tandy, Morgan Freeman, and Dan Aykroyd in Driving Miss Daisy, as well as the film Howard's End, which I believe I have Howard's End on its own already. I've never seen Driving Miss Daisy. I've heard, like, you use that as a quote. Like, I've definitely said in my lifetime, Driving Miss Daisy. So I've heard of it. I also did not realize that Morgan Freeman and Dan Aykroyd were in that film, but it's in decent condition. I'm not mad at it at all. I don't have a price tag on this. I would say something about $1, but really cool. Once again, I have limited amounts of these double features, so it's always cool to pick them up when I can. The next one up is a film starring Jack Lemmon, Anne Margaret, Walter Matthau, and Sophia Loren, and this is Still Yelling, Still Fighting, Still Ready for Love. This is the sequel, Grumpier Old Men. I don't know if I have the original on tape as of yet, but we have the sequel here. It is in a hideous big box, but in great condition, really. Need to check it out. Let me know down below if you're a fan of the original, if you're a fan of the sequel. Feedback, baby. Feedback, give me some feedback. This one has an original price sticker on it of $9.95 RRP. Retail price. I got no idea what RRP means. But this is a film starring Charlotte Rampling and Russell Crowe. I definitely know my Russell Crowe. Don't know who Charlotte Rampling is. This is possibly an Australian film. I obviously recently reviewed one of Russell Crowe's first films within the last couple of weeks, so go check that out. Hammers Over the Anvil. It's looking very Australian cinema. Russell Crowe's looking young enough to not be discovered yet. I'm keen to check this out. If it's anything like the last one, then I'm going to love it. And you got to support some of your homegrown heroes, and especially their early work if you've never watched it. The next one up, we have a BBC The Very Best of Volume 2. I do not have Volume 1, but this is Dad's Army. I grew up on shows like The Goodies, Hogan's Heroes. If it's anything like that sort of slapstick kind of old school comedy, I'm going to be into it. I've never heard of this show. Have you guys seen it? Let me know. Did you grow up on it? ABC Video. This one goes for 149 minutes. It's got several episodes on it. No Springs for Frasier, Mum's Army, Menace from the Deep, When Did You Last See Your Money, and The Honourable Man. Let me know. The next one up, I'm so excited to have this. I would presume this is a Christmas movie. I have only ever seen the poster, and I'm not the biggest Nicolas Cage fan, but you have to respect Nicolas Cage. Like, he is an interesting man, and he's done a lot of great, odd, bad, all sorts of... He's an all-rounder in the film industry. Nicolas Cage and Tia Leone in The Family Man. Is this a Christmas film? Surely. Once again, I've only really ever seen the poster. I've been intrigued by this film. This was only a 50-cent tape. I know nothing of it, but for some odd reason, this has always been high on the priority list, and now that I have it in front of me, I really, really want to watch it. The next one up is a winner of 3 Academy Awards, including Best Actor, Best Director, and Best Screenplay. This is a masterpiece from a master filmmaker, says the Sunday Times, The Pianist. 50 cents, great condition. Adrian Brody, now, he's won Oscars, this man, for sure. He's a very acclaimed actor. This is a very acclaimed film. I literally only know this man for The Predators 2010 remake, I believe he was in. I'm struggling to think of any other film that I've really seen him in. I'm not too well versed in this man's discography, so I will have to check this one out. I've heard it's a classic. Let me know if you're a fan down below, and give me some suggestions for other Adrian Brody films. The next one up is a MGM great, they're calling it. This is John Cleese, or Gleese, Jamie Lee Curtis, Queen, Kevin Kline, Michael Palin, and this is called A Fish Called Wanda. I know nothing of this. Rule of thumb, if you know the actresses or actors involved, give it a go. This was $1 for the tape. It's in great condition. Let me know. The next one up, I believe, once again, is a duplicate. It's in good condition. This has Ralph Fiennes, Juliette Binoche, Willem Dafoe, God tier actor, Christian Scott Thomas, and this is The English Patient. Once again, 50 cents. It's in great condition. I do believe I already have a copy of this, but here's another one. Here's another one. And the last tape up for VHS update number 3, Ichi ni Sun. I believe this is Sun, if I can remember any Japanese from my high school days. Definitely only know 1 to 10. Let's hope it's Sun. VHS update number Sun. From the makers of Bridget Jones' Diary and the producers of Meet the Parents, Hugh Grant, once again, Tony Colletti and Rachel Weisz, about a boy. I've never seen this. I've heard great things about this film. This was a 50-cent tape. It's in great condition. I never really got hugely around Hugh Grant, but after watching all the Bridget Jones films with my partner, ranking them, got a little bit of a soft spot for him. I mean, he really was everywhere for quite an extended period of time until his in-person traits, sort of got in the way of his career just a little bit. And with that said, guys, that will do it for the update. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Leave it a like, add it to your favorites, and subscribe. Appreciate you all for running me up to 500 subscribers. Honestly, it means the world. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the continued support, all your movie knowledge, all the chats in the comments below. Appreciate you. And here's to the next 500. This is the Ninja Movies signing out. Hus, hus.